What's going on, everybody? The Destroyer here, and welcome back to another cast of the Lord of the Rings of Battlefield 2, patch 1.08. Today we have a 2v2 on Udun. So, we'll take a look at this game. Hopefully it's pretty good, as always. So, our first player is Xelenos, of course. As the Dwarves in the bottom right, we have his teammates, RaD3GaST as Dwarves as well. In the bottom left, the opposing team, we have RanDoM, which is RanDoM LOL, I believe it's his full name. And then we have YodA, who is BFME 2 YodA. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who YodA is, as he does do some streaming, and he's pretty good at BFME 2. Pretty good player, I will say. And I think he won a Rude Devils tournament as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I didn't really watch it, so not gonna lie. Anyway, we have Xelenos building his farm, or his mine shaft first. Not going for a Hall of Warriors as of yet. We have a archery range being thrown down by RaD3GaST. So he'll be opting to go for axe throwers, undoubtedly. Seems on this map is very easy to get a bunch of farms going first before you get your production building. It seems fair. It is a fairly spread out map. We have a stables being thrown down by RanDoM. So he'll go for the Gunner Knights. I just noticed we have 3 dwarves. Dwarf mirror is not something I enjoy personally. I don't enjoy dwarves at all, actually, but that's beside the point. We have a Hall of Warriors being thrown up by a YodA there. So he'll have his Guardians or Phalanxes, whichever he chooses. Looks like Xelenos is throwing down his Hall of Warriors, getting a Battalion Guardians, also throwing down a archery range to get down his axe throwers out in the field as well. So that'll be useful. And the first battalion of axe throwers for RaD3GaST going into his mine. Where's his forward mine, I wonder? Of course, your dwarves, you gotta have a forward mine somewhere. I don't see it on the mini-map. He's gray. Would that be here? No. It's gotta be around here somewhere. That's Ace YodA's, so he has one over on that side of the map. Doesn't look like Xelenos has a forward mine. Maybe they have opted not to go for forward mines. It is entirely possible. Although it's unlikely. Beacon being placed by YodA. Probably saying to check this area for forward mines. Doesn't look like there is any there. Fortunately for him. The first battalion Gunner Knights out for RanDoM out in the field. Looks like he's opting to capture the signal fire first. While Xelenos' army is encroaching on YodA's territory here, so he'll have to react very quickly. Unfortunately, his Guardians are in the very back here. That's not going to be useful. And Xelenos will easily be able to pick up this mineshaft. Although he does have some Guardians here, it looks like. YodA does. Of course, these are rally called. YodA waiting until both of his battalions are in place before he rally calls is a wise thing to do, so you can get more bang for your buck, so to speak. Oh no, the Gunner Knight's going to crush these axe throwers pretty badly. But they are dwarves, so they're at least somewhat resistant to being trampled. And they just get right back up and start throwing their axes again. But of course they will be finished off by these. Second charge, looks like. And YodA should be just fine here, especially from the help of his ally. RaD3GaST starting to get a forward area here with a lot of axe throwers, actually. Opting to go for no phalanxes. That's going to hurt. He has some phalanxes out in the field, but they're not anywhere near his axe throwers. I don't think RanDoM would want to send his 1 battalion after this many axe throwers anyway. He'd probably get stuck and just get killed by axes without actually killing anyone. And now that he has some phalanxes, he is a little bit safer. With that many amount of axes, he could take down a... Ooh, builder. Got the builder. Very nice. Will Athelian Rangers be enough to stop that many dwarves? I'm not so sure. I think RanDoM might be in trouble, especially with the rally call. That could be nasty. YodA's sending an army into the mines there. We'll see where he comes out. Xelenos sending his guys through the center. And there's YodA's army going to help his ally. Good call. As this is a 2v2, you don't want to leave your ally hanging, or he will die, of course. Oh, unfortunately, that level 2 archer range does get taken out, and the Athelian Rangers go out into a slaughter. At least they came out, but at the same time, Well, they actually might make it through. There's just a few of them, because they're not targeting him down, I guess. But eventually they probably might. If he doesn't, though, he could heal these up, and there'll be a full battalion of Xilians again. Which would be handy. Let's see what Xelenos is doing over here. Looks like he's about to attack YodA. He's going to get that mine for sure. We have a hearth being thrown down by YodA, so he can heal up his guardians and anything that's wounded, of course. Always a smart thing to do. Throwing down his rally call on top of his guys as he comes out, as he's as his mine falls. Fortunately, a lot of them are axe throwers. These ones aren't, though. So they should be fairly tanky. They got the charge now. Of course, they won't really benefit, but they do that trampling damage, which is always nice. I think Guardians stream 25% speed and armor. What does Rally Call do in this patch? 50% armor and experience. Oh, so it is a slightly different. So I guess maybe they do stack in this patch. I have no idea. It is possible to charge in that stack, but I couldn't say. Looks like we have some gunner archers out in the field, going for the less appealing version of the archer, but the more economic and spammable version. They're still effective. Gunner archers are very good, but of course, if you want Athelian Rangers, or if you can get Athelian Rangers, you want Athelian Rangers, preferably. Huh, they got some cool banners. I don't know if that's a patch 1.08 thing, but I like that. Pretty nice. Ooh, getting a huge slam off there. Killing lots of Gunner soldiers in the process. Looks like he's Gunner Nets. We'll take down his forward mine at least. So that'll slow the Dwarves down a little bit. Dwarves are very hard to stop, though. Especially when he has himself a Gloin. If he can level up Gloin, that's going to be very painful. Xelenos summoning hobbits over here. Looks like he probably will get this farm here. So RanDoM will lose that. Getting a bit of lag. I don't know if that's built into the replay or what. Might be. And so Rohirrim over here helping out YodA. Good choice. Rohirrim are very strong. Very dependable cavalry, as you would expect. And we got 2 battalions of phalanxes and a battalion of axlers ready to go into the mines there. And be sent across to fight again. While being thrown down to save YodA's builder, undoubtedly. I doubt he's going to build a wall. Most players would never think of doing such a thing. These dwarves feel like they're running pretty quick, don't they? I guess because part of the battalion was ahead of where they should have been. Another battalion of Rohirrim out in the field. Getting a nice charge off. Getting lots of damage done to the Axelars. They do a lot more trample damage than the Gunner Knights I would expect. So I think one battalion or one charge should do enough to actually kill. YodA showing there is an army here. And a summon hobbits being thrown down by RanDoM to help counter this. Immediately using the Vile Galadriel. Unfortunately, I think he was too far away from the enemy units for it to actually take effect. So that is unfortunate. And now YodA is going to lose his archery range. So it's a nice pickup for Xelenos. Xelenos does have himself a Gloin as well. Although he's dying fairly quickly, he needs to be very careful. But he should get a lot of damage done. Looks like this area is safe for now, but there is another encroaching Dwarven army from RaD3GaST. And it looks like RanDoM has gone for a Aragorn. Very strong, dependable hero, as you would expect. So it's a good choice, and that should work out well for him. Xelenos using his Shake Foundation to get rid of that mine shaft. Oh, although YodA's slam knocking the enemy Gloin in the air, and actually he finishes him off very nicely. Xelenos has a forward mine, but looks like he's just going to be able to use that to get his guys out of there, his builder. And the hobbits continuing to kick ass over here. Beacon being placed by YodA over on this side of the map. So we have a summon hobbits from RaD3GaST over here as well. Aragorn's got his Blade Master going. He does have the white effect. How did you like that particle effect for Blade Master? Makes more sense than the red. And Gloin, there's no way Gloin's going to get away there. Very nice. He's not going to get away. I was going to say, he needs to get out of a whole ground stance if he wants to get out of there, as it does slow you down. And a battle wagon being brought forth. That's going to do some damage if it doesn't get countered. A couple battle wagons, in fact. Battle wagons are very good. It doesn't look like there's any pikes over here from RanDoM, so that could be very bad for him. You know, I have another summon hobbits from YodA over here, who also looks like Xelenos has a Gimli up to level 4 now. Very nice. Is anyone near? We have 10 power points for Xelenos after his hobbits. We have 8 power points for RanDoM, who has his Elven Wood as well, which is 50% armor and enemy loses leadership on that land. YodA has a rally call, rebuild, and 3 power points. And we have a heal and 8 power points for RaD3GaST as of yet. So no one's got a 15. But it's only a matter of time before that happens, I'm sure. And while Xelenos' hero is continuing to rampage, YodA might be in trouble, actually. It's going to be very hard to stop an army of dwarves with Gimli and Gloin in tow. Or leading the charge, rather, I guess. And it looks like they're well aware of that, as RanDoM is sending his entire force over here to actually save his ally. And the fortress is going down very quickly. He needs to react very fast if he's going to save the fort. Does he have rebuild? Somebody had rebuild. Is it YodA? YodA does have rebuild. So he can throw that down when he needs to. Will he be able to stop this, I wonder? I guess only time will tell. These phalanxes and a couple guardians, really the only thing doing the damage here. There's a battalion of Axors as well. It's like, those are YodA's. He hasn't used his rebuild yet. And that is his... You know, we do have an attack on the base of RanDoM. He's defending fairly well, but there's a King Dane leading army of dwarves here. Interesting. The leadership doesn't actually buff, like it doesn't show the buff on the guys. Maybe it's that sparkle. Yeah, it must be. So I guess leadership in patch 1.08 doesn't have a like outline on the bottom of their feet. It just gives them a little sparkle, so you know that they have that. So it's less intrusive, I guess. Whatever. It works. Either way it works, though. Could have swore I just heard a Gimli die. And it very well might have. Unfortunate. We'll definitely know if Aragorn dies. Patch 1.08, he has a freaking song. For God knows why. And we have the random trees sprouting all over the Middle West Fortress. Which still boggles me. I'm not sure why that's a thing. But it is happening. We do have a Barathor out in the field for RanDoM, who's chasing down enemy Axors and cutting them down. And Horn of Gondor is level 3 in this patch. Unfortunately, Barathor went way too far, and he's going to get cut down very quickly. A surprise attack from the Dwarves of RaD3GaST. Very nice. Unfortunately, Elendil... I guess it would. Stubborn Pride is not... He's not level 7 yet, so he can't actually use it. But it doesn't seem the Dwarves are actually affected by Elendil. There you go. Aragorn died. There's his death song. Unfortunate for him, eh? Looks like we have long shots being thrown down by the summoned Dunedain. In this patch they do come with a arrow volley. Or long shot rather, not arrow volley. The Dwarves once again going against the fortress of YodA. Xelenos trying to take it down. He does manage to get the archer range back here. Man, Xelenos putting a lot of pressure. It looks like RanDoM has been defeated. It's actually conceding here, looks like, before he died. To the overwhelming force of the Dwarves of RaD3GaST. And YodA has conceded as well. So, the game goes to Xelenos and RaD3GaST. Nice 2v2 on Udun. Very well played to both teams, I would say. All those players are pretty good. So definitely good to watch some kind of pro-level gameplay of patch 1.08, I think. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that game of patch 1.08 for Battlefield 2, and I will see you guys next time.